and good afternoon to you. How are you? Hope everybody's having a wonderful day or a wonderful evening wherever you are in the world, whatever time it may be. So, today I'm covering a live stream that Foodie did last night called Bees. And I'm going to issue a little bit of a trigger warning because Foodie talks about BBJ in a not nice way in this live stream. The Bees live stream, she was especially high, especially smug, and especially evil. I know there's lots of people in my audience. You're good people. You love animals. Perhaps you have a pet. And any talk of anything bad happening to a pet or an animal, it might put you in distress. So I'm going to be talking about the things that Foodie's going to be talking about. I'm going to be covering it, but just there might be some talk here and there about the situation with BBJ. Because tomorrow is the 22nd, and Foodie has said she's taking BBJ to the vet tomorrow, supposedly for an evaluation on her health. Although Foodie has said that if the vet says that she needs to be put down, that she's going to put her down. But there's been absolutely no mention of if she takes her to the vet and the vet says she's okay, she's got some issues, they can be worked on, they can be worked with, she just needs some medication. There's been no talk of, if the vet says that, of Foodie finding BBJ a good home. No mention of that at all. Foodie, it just seems like she's got her mind made up of what's going to happen with BBJ. Lots of people have come forward and said, if you don't want BBJ, we'll take her. No questions asked. A lot of people have even offered money to take BBJ, and still Chantal won't budge. A lot of people have warned Foodie that if she puts BBJ down, what's going to happen with her channel? She lost over 1,200 subs rehoming Sam. So what's going to happen if she decides to euthanize BBJ? She's going to lose even more people, I guarantee you. But Foodie doesn't want to hear it. All she wants to hear is she's on the next plane to Kuwait so she can sit and talk with Salah and basically control Salah. That's the only thing on her mind. Not about taking care of the responsibilities still at home, but rather than running away from them as fast as possible. So before we get into Foodie's live stream, let's cover some stuff that I found on Twitter. And not all of it is going to be bad. We're going to do some palate cleansers in between. So let me just share the screen. All right. So there's my Twitter. For those who are on Twitter and you want to add me on Twitter, there's my handle at WildGirlSarah. And remember, we're going to do some palate cleansers because I found some cool stuff on Twitter. Okay, this is from your adjustication saying, remember BBJ, Foodie Beauty is a cat unaliver. And this is a really beautiful picture. Whoever drew this picture, whoever painted this picture, what an absolutely beautiful picture. Gorgeous. Well done. Okay, this is from her live. Failure to lunge says, yeah, guys, she's totally not jealous. Even though she knows everything about it, date, time, the very second that it happened. But yeah, totally not bothered. So for those who don't know, so there is a person by the name of Mistress of Darkness that came into Salah's chat. Mistress of Darkness has a channel on YouTube. She's also a gamer. She does different stuff on her channel. And Mistress of Darkness is absolutely beautiful. And Salah was chatting her up. A little update on that. Mistress of Darkness is now a VIBzer. And in Foodie's chat saying she's got a boyfriend. There was nothing sexual going on. So there's that. But Foodie this night that she did this live stream, she was especially ragey and acting a bit jealous and upset. And that's no surprise because Foodie is very insecure and very jealous, and she hates all other women, no matter what they look like. So let's look at this clip from Foodie's live stream, courtesy of Failure to Lunch.
So which brings me to another point. So like I said, I can't even make a little video about how amazing my husband is without people going, oh, you should have seen. So then I start hearing, you should have seen the hot gamer girls chat he was in last week. Number one, I know everything Salah does. We don't have secrets between each other. What makes him exceptional to me is how well he makes me feel assured and comfortable.
Okay, I have to stop you there, Foodie. You say you have no secrets between you. If that's true, I think the reason why you have no secrets between you is because you are basically acting like a warden. You want him sitting right next to you. You probably won't even let him go to the bathroom by himself. And you're always on his phone, checking his messages, checking to see who he's talking to. And the guy can't even game in private without you being in his chat. You are keeping a very close eye on Salah. And if you're married to somebody, you cannot suffocate them to death with being in their face. You have to give people their freedom. All people should be free to be happy. And if you have a real relationship, trust is part of love. And clearly, you don't trust him enough to let him just have some time away from you.
In like our relationship, you know, like cheating for us is a huge no-no, and that includes just like, you know, number one, him going into somebody's live stream as support is not cheating. Okay, like what happened was, it was one time, like 3 weeks ago, and it was somebody that was like a beezer. Like this person used to be a beezer, but they know of me and they're like a follower of me, and she supports his gaming chat, so he has some like gamer people through his gaming channel, whatever. And it was like one time, and that's about it. So like what? And there was nothing sexual, inappropriate.
Okay, so you're saying, Foodie, that there's nothing to worry about. So why are you bothered? This live stream that you did, I'm about to cover, you were clearly bothered by something. You were clearly ragey about something. So what is the something? Are you bothered because there was an attractive woman in his chat talking to him? Regardless of whether it was sexual or not, the fact that he's talking to a female bothers you. Regardless of the fact that she's got a boyfriend or not, and that still bothers you. You don't want him looking at other women. You don't want him talking to other women. You are a woman hater. You hate other women regardless of what they look like. The fact that they're just female bothers you. So if it was something innocent, why are you so bothered? I think you're bothered because you know how awful you are, and you look at any other woman as competition, even if they're not competing for your man, even if they're not interested in your man. Just seeing another woman and what they look like, you have that gut check moment of, I can't measure up, and I know I can't measure up, and I know that, but rather than fix myself, I'm going to stay a mess and continue to be jealous and insecure. Okay, this is from Tofu. Tofu says, saving this one for later. I can't wait to retweet this when she gets scammed and dumped. So let's look at the clip.
See what I mean? I can't wait for this scam to be done and you're all alone. I can't wait for you to watch me live a happy life with Salah like you've had to so far. And that's what makes you so mad. So mad. Do you like my smugness? It's extra thick tonight.
Well, you're extra smug because that's what happens when you're on the cocoa. Yeah, I said it. You're obvious is obvious, Foodie. You're back to doing the party powder. You're back to rubbing at your nose constantly, disappearing to the bathroom constantly, sucking down the cold drinks, the ice-filled drinks, the ice cream constantly. I remember that all the way back when you were seeing Natter, when you would do too much cocoa and your throat would get bothered from the drip, and you would need the ice cream and the cold drinks to soothe your throat. You're back to that. You're back to that crap a bit again. And the attitude. Whenever you do the party powder, you get the attitude. The natitude, they call it. You got that full strength anymore. And as far as you rubbing it in our faces, Foodie, don't laugh too soon. Honestly, even if you go to Kuwait, I don't see you being happy. I'm sorry. There's nothing to be happy about. You're giving up anything and everything of value just to hang on to one thing that means nothing. You're trying desperately to hang on to a decent looking younger guy. You're giving up everything for him. And the catch 22 of that is he doesn't even love you. He's not attached to you. He's trying to find a way to get to Canada, whether it's through you or by his own means. He's got plans. And those plans do not include you at all. You're just a stepping stone. You're just a lily pad for him to hop on and hop off of. And that's exactly what's going to happen. So don't laugh and don't get smug until it's time. And it's not time right now. This is from Florida Salt and Sass saying, don't message married men, guys. Having relations with a married man is different than messaging married men. So let's look at the clip.
I just think it's wrong to like mess with married people. I don't know. I know you're gonna think, oh right, well the Turkish guy. Listen, that was totally different.
No, it's not different. Married is married and single is single. And didn't you say when you were seeing the married guy, oh, his wife is in another country, therefore it doesn't count? Well, Saul is in another country. You're in another country, so I guess whatever he does doesn't count either. By your logic, it doesn't count. Right, Foodie? What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Right? You do it with a married man, then a married man doing it to you, it just seems appropriate. Right? Logical by your logic. This is from Mrs. Robinson. This is a community post that Foodie made saying a cat unaliver, defending a cat unaliver. Where I live, a vet has to make an official report justifying the euthanasia. If a pet owner asks for it like this person, the vet has to report them to police and they investigate them. Foodie Beauty says, this is the last of the BBJ talk I will entertain, besides again saying that is none of your business, and this commenter nailed it. Let's see, what did they say? This person says, I can't believe people are so bold as to demand that Chantal do what they want or else what? Not your pet, not your decision. Not sorry, but your property either. Most vets professionals would put the cat down, no problem. No vet would refuse a request for euthanasia, with BBJ being 20 years old and in poor health. Euthanasia will probably be recommended. Animals are euthanized every day in the U.S. for no other reason than overpopulation. But y'all are directing your anger and outrage over Chantal making the merciful decision. The haters can get wrecked, and they can take their fake selective outrage and stuff it where the sun don't shine. Not sorry. I don't know who commented that, but here's something I'd like to add to that. Chantal, she decided long ago to make her cats into content, to include them in her live streams. And she did it on purpose because she wanted to make it seem like she was a caring person, that she was a caring pet parent, cat mama. And she used the cats for deflection. She used them to make money. She brought her cats on camera and made people pay attention to them. That's what she did. And then when she decided to switch gears and take the attention off the cats as being profitable to her running around with other men, you know, I feel at that time she should have rehomed the pets. Once she lost interest, she should have rehomed the pets right then and there, but she did not. And one of the main reasons I feel she did that is because she knows there are people in her audience that they like her cats, and they are kind of attached to them. And she knew that might tank her channel a little bit, which it has. When she rehomed Sam, people left. A lot of people left. And I feel that's one of the main reasons why she's waited so long to do something with BBJ. She's waiting until the absolute last minute, knowing her channel is going to take a hit. As far as the fake outrage, sir or ma'am, it's not fake outrage. This is real outrage. This is the real anger. A lot of people are true pet parents and animal lovers, and to see a pet neglected for so long, and to see someone who's so evil and so heartless, that despite the fact that a lot of people are stepping forward and saying, I'll take the cat if you want to give it away. I'll even buy the pet if you want to sell it. And her absolutely refusing, not giving BBJ the second chance at a good life that she deserves. It's heartless. So it's not fake outrage. It's very much real. It's very much real. You know, Chantal could make some money off of BBJ. BBJ will be in another home, be happier, be well taken care of. She can get the money, take it, buy a couple of plane tickets to Kuwait, and go. You know, people are angry because she's just not taking the more merciful option. And if she did the merciful option, even though there might be backlash from her neglect of BBJ being exposed potentially, people would be less angry than, say, her putting the cat down for no reason. So fake outrage, I don't think so. Real outrage, yeah, that's more the case. No Beezer says, still losing subs. I love that for her. Yeah, so she's still losing people. And she says she's taking the cat to the vet tomorrow. So we will see what happens. Now, this next clip is going to upset a lot of you. And I'm not playing it to upset anybody. I'm playing it because I want to expose just how vile she is. Just how vile she is. How callous she is to anything that is not her. So, trigger warning here. This is from Hidden Truth. This is from the live I'm about to review. Foodie Beauty says, Chantal says BBJ is going to her dirt nap in a bag. Deal with it.
BBJ, you're not going in the suitcase. You're going in a cardboard box. Cardboard box? It's probably a bag, Zeta. I think pets get buried in bags.
So that was the clip. That was the clip. And she wonders why people don't like her. She wonders why people have a problem with her. Imagine having a pet for almost 20 years and talking so callously about them. You know what, Chantal? It's as you live, the things you do, the things you say, you are creating a certain kind of energy and you're putting it out into the world. And whatever that energy is, you will get it back. If you live your life in a careless, reckless, negative way, you're making that kind of energy, you're sending it out into the world, it will come back to you. And since you are living your life in a destructive, self-destructive way, expect that that same energy will come back to you, ma'am, tenfold. What you create, you will also have to deal with. That's just facts. By being a heartless human being, not caring about that which you could care about, don't expect anyone or anything to care about you. I've always said, I think that karma is waiting. It's waiting patiently for that which is good and innocent to be out of the way before it goes full throttle on this one. And when it does, I'm here for it. I'm absolutely here for it. I'll be watching. Shenanigans says, this was awful, like, wow. And she wonders why people are ticked at her, because it seems she wants to put BBJ down just out of spite. not because it's actually the right thing. She gave her a death sentence before even consulting a vet. Poor BBJ.
In front of you. BBJ, you're not going in the suitcase. You're going in.
Okay, we've already seen that. We're not going to watch it twice. Okay, this is from No Beezer. If that bee doesn't call this elderly cat sanctuary in Ontario, she's just pure evil. So there is a sanctuary, Super Senior Cat Sanctuary, is a safe place for senior and medical needs cats to find retirement and adoption. Super Senior Cats 13 plus are the priority. BBJ will qualify for that. Many of these cats find themselves in shelters when their guardians are deceased or unwilling to care for them. Some shelters unalive them due to lack of space, finances, health, or presumed unadoptable status. So there are organizations and groups that would take BBJ if she doesn't want to give it to someone who might be connected to YouTube. There are options on the table. This is from Queen of WTF, saying just a few clips of Chantal's married guy arc. I have the full recaps on my channel. So let's play this brief clip from Queen of WTF.
I just think it's wrong to like mess with married people. Oh, I had sex 4 times with a married man today. He said it's okay, so married men are off limits. All right, fine. I won't see him anymore. He's not married. She is. I'm kidding. No. He's not. She's not coming here. I didn't understand what he was saying. It was just a lost in translation moment, but apparently it's fine. So no, I don't care because I'm not doing anything wrong. His wife is 8,000 kilometers away, and it was an arranged marriage that they don't love each other. He's here looking for another girl.
Well, it sounds like the marriage that you have with Salah is kind of an arranged marriage. And the arrangement is you pay him and he puts up with you. So if it's just an arranged marriage and he doesn't love you, then I guess he can go and do what he wants, right? By your logic. By your logic, ma'am. Okay, this is a great clip from Meandering Thoughts, saying Pete's saying he doesn't see anything wrong with BBJ. Why don't you step in, Pete, and take her to this sanctuary for elderly cats? Holly Go Heavy says, I'm going to say it. The reason Chantal wants to run to Kuwait is because there's no one left in Canada that can keep up with her script called life. This is why the Pete's and Chantal train stops here. So here's a clip from Pete's latest live.
I genuinely don't think that there's anything wrong. There's nothing wrong with her that hasn't been wrong with her for as long as Chantal's had her. She's a broken cat, but she always has been. She's a broken, defective cat and always has been, but I don't think there's anything new wrong with her.
So even Pete said it. There's really nothing wrong with BBJ. She might have some health issues. Only a vet would know what they are, to know if they're treatable long-term or not. Only a vet could know for sure. Foodie wouldn't know. Pete's wouldn't know. But Pete's is saying, she looks fine to me. So only a vet would know. Only a vet could make that determination. Okay, so this is from Reddit, from No Beezer. So she did the live bees, which I'm going to review, and only 6 people were waiting. Foodie hates that. She hates when there's not a lot of people in the room right away. But I love that for her. Oh, this is from Mrs. Robinson, saying the same bee that was raging about BBJ and telling people off is totally today begging for subs. She's got no shame, no dignity. Don't follow a cat unaliver. So Foodie has a TikTok. And she needs 1,000 followers on TikTok to go live. Foodie, why are you even trying TikTok? You said you looked at TikTok and it's all about trends and people going after trends. So what are you doing on TikTok? What are you going to do on TikTok? You only want to be on TikTok because you've heard there's money there. But if you get on TikTok, what are you going to do? Eat? Be boring? You're already boring on YouTube. But her over there trying to get 1,000 followers on TikTok. Yeah, good luck with that. Good luck with that. This is from Hidden Truths, from the Bees Live, saying Foodie Beauty, she's not going to give BBJ to just anyone.
I'm not just going to give my cat to anybody. They're just obsessed with it. Like, who cares? Do you want to adopt BBJ? Who does? I'm not just going to give my cat to anybody.
Foodie, we're getting down to the wire. You're supposed to be leaving at the end of the month. We're getting down to the wire. You've got less than a week left. Are you actively looking for a potential home for BBJ? No. You've already made up your mind. There's been no talk of finding her a home. If you take her to the vet and the vet says she's okay. She just needs some medication for her issues and then she'll be all right. You're not even checking that out. You're not even checking it out. I'm not going to give my cat to just anyone. Lots of people have offered. Lots of people. You could have vetted some of those people and given her to somebody, but you're not interested. This is also from Hidden Truths. Foodie Beauty, you didn't take care of BBJ medically for over a year, knowing she was sick with kidney and thyroid issues. You are actively trying to find ways to give her an early nap because you don't want to care for her.
Y'all are actually so if you think BBJ isn't alive. Go ahead, Ariel. Goodbye. Thanks, baby. You think her dogs were sick and stopped eating.
Okay, you know what? She's going to talk about FFG. I'm not here for that. You know, her doing the what about isn't the what about this person and what they did. Now, what about what you're doing? Let's focus on you for a minute. What about what you're doing? What about the treatment of your pets? You, madam, you. It's strange how you always want the attention on you until something negative happens. And then it's all about look at somebody else. Look what they did. Deflect, deflect, deflect. When it comes to you being held accountable, suddenly you don't want the attention on you. You want to deflect to somebody else. Let's see. What is she saying here? By Chicken Pickle.
You don't just wear a hijab for nothing. And you don't message married men. That's just freaking ridiculous. Just for clout.
And she's done both of those. She's done both of those. So thank you for your tweet, Chicken Pickle. Thank you very much. Raven Star says the mannerisms, the way she's talking, glassy eyes, cotton mouth, the laughing, the rage, she's high AF. Keep giving that hole, Chantal. You've got a lot of fupa stuffed into it.
To hate on me, so I want to be I'm a stay-at-home wife. My vlogs are going to be called Stay-at-Home Wife when I'm in Kuwait. I'm a stay-at-home legend, yeah. Ready for the Canada chapter to end. Jessica Meska says Allah is way hotter than Salah. Yeah, okay. Whatever, troll. I should block you for that. You know that? Anyway, so which brings me to another point. So like I said, I can't even make a little video about how amazing my husband is without people going, oh, you should have seen. So then I start hearing, you should have seen the hot gamer girls chat he was in last week. Number one, I know everything Salah does. We don't have secrets between each other. What makes him exceptional to me is how well
apparently you didn't know about that photo he took in bed with that female.
He makes me feel assured and comfortable in like our relationship. You know, like cheating for us is a huge no-no, and that includes just like, you know, number one, him going into somebody's.
He makes you feel so self-assured. Then why are you so insecure and jealous? To the point where you're trying to run back to Kuwait as quickly as possible just so you can sit next to your man and check out his phone because you don't trust him. If you were self-assured, you wouldn't have trust issues, and you do. You are not assured for yourself as a woman, and you have no trust whoever your partner is at all. Okay, this is also from Chicken Pickle. Now, this is something weird that happened with Natter. So Dee was angry because people in Natter's chat was talking about Chantal's cats. And she was mad because nobody was concerned about Natter's upcoming court case. It's like, nobody cares about your court case, Natter. And it's different than the cats because the cats are innocent and good. You're not. If you cause trouble for yourself, sir, then you have to deal with the consequences. But people in the chat who are animal lovers, pet lovers, they were talking about the cats. And she was mad about that. She was mad because nobody was concerned about Natter. Weird.
But what I don't get is why are all these people so concerned about the cats? I guess, okay, get it. But you know what? You know, Natter was being charged for 5 charges. And maybe possibly going to jail for 5 charges that were absolutely ridiculous. Nobody says much about that. So what?
Nobody's talking about Natter because there's nothing to talk about. What does he do in his lives? He does nothing. He takes like 3 hours to cook one dish. He just stands in his kitchen running up the meter, reading off his iPad, fumbling around, burning food, buying hundreds of dollars in groceries to burn every single bit of it, making it look as unappetizing as possible, bad camera angles, bad audio, even though he's been on YouTube for freaking ever and he should know better. He could go on other cooking channels if he cares and look up a recipe and repeat it. His content is trash. It's trash. Even after several months, it's still trash. What are you hoping for, Natter? The fact that because you're associated with Foodie Beauty, that's supposed to mean you're going to be successful forever? No. No. Whatever court cases you got going on, that's your deal. You caused that to happen. You did stuff. The cats are a different story. And Dee, you can just shut your mouth over there. Don't nobody want to hear from you. You're as sneaky as he is. Oh, this is another clip. This is hilarious. So Chantal thinks she's got pretty privilege. Oh, really? Let's listen.
Anyway, no. Number one, I'm pretty. Okay, that has a lot, and I don't mean that to be conceited. I'm being very matter of fact. Being pretty gets you a lot of privilege. I'm just saying.
Well, and that, by the way, that's from Florida Salt and Sass, giving credit to Florida Salt and Sass. You know what, Foodie, being pretty, it's about more than your outside looks. Truly pretty means it's not just how you look outside, it's who you are inside, and your inside is putrid and ugly. And that ugliness is seeping out through your pores. And if you're so doggone pretty, ma'am, how is it and why is it that every man that you're around, you have to give them money? If you're so doggone pretty, if you're hotter than 90% of the people on YouTube, why are you having to pay the men that are around you? Shouldn't they be paying you? I would think so. Why do you have to pay every single man that you get around, that you get attached to? Why do you have to pay them to be there? If you're so much of a femme fatale, they should be paying you, right? Taking you on dates, buying you things, but they're not. You do not have pretty privilege. You don't have it. You're not a pretty person. And I'm not one to come for somebody's looks, okay? I grew up being bullied, not comfortable with that, but You're talking about pretty privilege at the same time that you will not come on camera without a bazillion filters morphing your appearance into somebody that you're not. So if you're so doggone pretty, then take off all those filters and show us what you really look like. Show us. Stop being such a coward. Take all the filters off and show us your natural face. You get onto the reactors all the time saying they won't come on camera showing their real selves. Well, neither will you, because you've literally got a living avatar. You know your face don't look like that. You know you don't have the big eyes naturally. We know it too. Sometimes your filters will mess up and glitch, and we get a glimpse of the real you. So if you're all that and a bag of potato chips and a Nashi, take the filters off. Let us see the pretty privilege, because I don't think you will. I really don't think you will. And even if you were Marilyn Monroe on the outside, your inside, whole different story, girl. You got that kind of ugly that not even all the makeup in Sephora would fix if you ate it. Okay, this is from Hidden Truths. Let's see.
Hey, not just another Muslim doll. You're like the only one in here. Nobody likes me anymore, or what? Nobody ever did. Who am I?
Yeah, well, wait till the 22nd. Your sub count's going to drop again.
Kidding. You. I blocked a bunch of people, so chat's gonna be late. But I'm losing my mind, so what else is new?
So you blocked a bunch of people, and all of them were VIPs, and they're the ones paying you money. Keep blocking, Chantal. Keep blocking. Keep blocking. You'll see what happens. Let's see. Excuse me. I am so sorry. Hidden Truth says, Foodie Beauty. So who believes she went to see family? As I said earlier, we'll see if her eyes are glassy, someone's super hyper. Yeah, that's her code word for being on the cocoa. I'm hyper. How are you hyper? What are you doing that's making you hyper? I can think of something. Something that made her hyper before. That's the only thing that gives her energy anymore. It's not from healthy food. She doesn't eat it. So she's hyper. Okay. Queen of WTF says, building your life around a man, no friends, family, etc., is a dangerous game, Chantal.
That Murad detests me. He doesn't like me. Number one, I'm married to Salah. I don't need people to like me. Number two, that's a lie. A big lie. I'm pretty sure Salah knows his own friend over some weirdo who can't even spell a $2 super chat. Next.
Bros before hoes, that's all I'm saying. And the friends were there before you, and they'll be there after you. Next. And let's see, what else we got here? Oh, here's a big lie she told. Hidden Truth says, Foodie Beauty, she said she only drove to Natter's house once. It's the biggest lie ever. No, you stalked Natter. You literally cried because he wouldn't call you.
Ghost me for a long time where I had to drive there. Remember, I drove there once and people say that was me stalking. I drove there once. And
Chantal, how many times did we see you on the long road going to Natter's, going to the outhouse before you hit Natter's? And how many times did you drive to Natter's when he moved to Montreal? You would disappear because you were making the long drive to Montreal, which is 2 hours away.
And looked in the one window where there was a window anyways at my height almost.
Yeah, why would you do that, by the way? That's creepy. You're going to somebody's house, and it's not enough to just walk up to the door and knock. You're actually going to look in the windows and all that. Creepy, stalker.
Yeah, I did go to Lush in Kuwait. Like a ghost.
You're obsessive. You are obsessive. Let's see. All right, this is from Hidden Truths. I am into the paranormal and study different religions on it. Chantal did it very wrong because in Islam, cats are worshipped, and the Prophet Muhammad prohibited the unaliving of cats. They are revered in Islam. In some cultures, like in Egypt, cats are protectors from evil spirits. That's absolutely true. I've actually interested in, Egyptian mythology, and there's actually an Egyptian goddess or god, Bast. I actually have it tattooed on my ankle. But yeah, the Hidden Truth is not wrong. Cats are very revered in many cultures. Let's see. So the pretty privilege. Okay, so that's it for everything on Twitter. And I know that it took a while to get through all of that, but I wanted to get through all that because Chantal, she's got a dirty mouth. She does. She's got a dirty mouth, and YouTube is getting stricter anymore with the profanity. So maybe I can get past their filters and get past her dirty mouth so they won't ding me. So let's get to, shall we?
Not just another Muslim doll. You're like the only one in here. Nobody likes me anymore, or what? Nobody ever did. Who am I kidding? You. I blocked a bunch of people, so chat's gonna be late. But I'm losing my mind. So what else is new? Hi, Gemini Gem. All right, teeth clean. I never look at myself much in the mirror except when I go live, so did all the other PIBs get euthanized? Yeah. Sharon, basic. I'm just not in the mood for like trolling these days. I have to be in the mood. Ew! My smile looks old. I need collagen. Is there a way to stop aging?
No.
Anna G! Hey, Aisha! The lip color is nice. Thank you. I'll tell you what it is. Rimmel 107. The Kate lipsticks, I swear. Hello, my lovely queen.
And another thing that Foodie used to do when she would do the party favors, y'all remember, she would sit there for like hours and be, on under the influence and repeatedly put on her lipstick. She would cake it on. She would cake on her makeup, just looking for something to do while she was high.
Hello, Beezers. Hello, my lovely Beezer King. Hi, everybody. Baby Mama Ash, A+. My family day was nice. I saw my family and, what was I going to say? I don't remember. Damn. We are your 5 Beezers. Yeah, I blocked a whole bunch of Beezers. I'm tired of people attacking me, okay? Thank you, baby mama. Yeah, in Canada today it's a national holiday. It's a federal holiday. It's Family Day. So basically they give people the day off unless you work at Tim Hortons or McDonald's. No, I'm kidding. I love your laugh, sweetheart. Oh, well, I love your cute face. Hello, Sharon. Hello, everybody. So I can't even post a small video, appreciating how well my husband treats me. And it gets crapped on. And oh, right, he doesn't love you. Do you think he's actually gonna love you? Like, if they're attacking you, so they are not real Beezers. Yeah, exactly. It's President's Day. Talk about Breezing used to sell feet pics and ingrown pics. I don't care enough about Breezing. I heard she like beat up her grandma or something. Sorry, I can't even say that with a straight face. I mean, it's horrible, but it still makes me laugh. That happens a lot. Hey, Rhonda!
Who laughs and who smiles about someone hurting an elderly person? Chantal does. She thinks it's funny. Just like she thinks it's funny to talk about unaliving her pets.
Mag, okay, who else? What was I gonna say? Oh, did your parents say Beezer yet? Yeah. So, listen, I know you people think that, you people, well, whatever.
Oh, nice. You people. Condescending.
For lack of a better term. Hey, by the way, can hijabis wear earrings outside like this? I'm kidding. I know you think that I probably like research my name all day long. No, I research my name sometimes, and I just like I don't know. I shouldn't do this, but to watch an actual whole video, no. I imagine if I did. How? Oh, cat killer. Thank you. She got arrested in 2008 for battery on an elderly woman. Yeah. Hi, Carolina.
So you just sat there and admitted that you research yourself all day long. Translation, you run all over YouTube and Twitter looking for anything that anyone says about you. And you go into live chats where people are discussing you and your behavior. As a matter of fact, you went into Skinny Queen Reacts live and you made yourself known. You were rude to Farida when you didn't have to be. You could have stayed out of there. Nobody invited you. Nobody RSVP'd you and said, come on in, Chantal. No, you wandered in there. You're over there talking about people harassing you. But I watched your live stream, Chantal. I don't see any reaction channels in your VIB chat being jerks to you. We stay on our channels and do our thing. You should stay on your channel and do your thing. But you keep wandering into other people's yards, okay, where you should not be. Yes, we're talking about you, but we're not bothering you. But you make a point to bother other people. You see how wrong that is?
So, Sarah Jane and her lovely Ozzy Osbourne looking friend over there, I knew they're always, okay, I literally caught them saying,
What do you mean you caught them saying? You make it sound like they were doing something illegal. Oh, I caught them. It was a live stream. They weren't doing anything illegal or immoral. You're acting like you busted somebody doing something. You didn't bust anybody doing anything. They were doing a live stream and you were being nosy.
I hate her. Farida's up there. A whole grown-ass woman with kids and a husband and a family has the time to every single day be on a panel with Sarah Plain and talk about me and be like, I hate her. I hate her. Guess what, Farida? For hating me, you sure watch a lot of me, honey.
And you know what, Chantal? Let's turn the table around on you. Let's turn the tables a bit. You're a whole grown-ass woman, newly married, right? Newly reverted Muslim woman. You should be conducting yourself in a more modest, respectful way. You're not. You should be busying yourself with planning out on moving away from Canada, getting your house straight, getting your life straight, getting your priorities in order, getting all your ducks in a row. You're a whole ass woman running around YouTube when you've got other things you could be doing, important things. You're not. You're not. So what are you talking about over there? What are you talking about? You're criticizing what other people do with their time. But what are you doing with yours? You're running around to all the reactor chats, as usual, making up a bazillion stock accounts to try to sneak in, lurk in, listen in, whatever. Maybe you shouldn't be doing that. You've got other things you should be doing. So go ahead and do them.
You can just, guess what? There's an X here. You can hit that X and I disappear from your life forever. So you must like something if you're watching me every day. I don't know how you can stand hanging, or is it it can't be an excuse to hang out with Sarah Plain. Good grief.
I have a confession to make to all of my viewers. Do you know why I watch and react to Chantal? I started reacting to Chantal a long time ago. What attracted me to her content was I'm someone that I have a BED in recovery. And watching Chantal, I saw someone, her BED is not in recovery. And some of the things that she did, I recognize as someone that is active in their food addiction. So I thought that I could react to her and give insight to those who might be interested in what's going on with Foodie, like the inner workings of it all. Because food addiction, it's not just about too much food. Often there's a lot of mental and emotional things that can also be tied up around food addiction. That's why I started reacting to her. And then it just led me down this really dark, deep, long rabbit hole, and I've been here ever since. And I recognize that with Foodie being the person that she is, she's not someone that she wants help. She needs help, but she doesn't want it. She's not willing to fix herself. She's not going to listen to advice or knowledge or wisdom. She's beyond help at this point. So basically all I'm sticking around for is, with all the things she's said and all the things that she's done, just waiting to see if karma's finally going to show up to the party and make herself known. And that's the truth of it. She's not someone that can be helped, will be helped. She's not willing to change. She's not willing to evolve as a person. There's nothing you can do for her. She's got to do for herself first. She's an awful person. She's careless. She's reckless. She's self-destructive. Unless that person decides they want to be different, there's nothing anybody else can do. No matter how smart you are, no matter how well-intended you are, it doesn't matter. She's got to take the first step, and she's not willing to. So what can you do except sit back and watch and listen, which I'm doing.
Imagine hanging out with Sarah Jane. What that would be like. Imagine playing cards with her. It's your turn. Doing anything with her. Like, no. So you can hate me all you want. I don't even know you. Why are you going to hate me for? I'm endangering people. Give me a break. I've been double fisting burgers and driving since I was born. All right? Thank you.
So she's talking about the very weird, very short live stream she did where she streamed for less than literally 5 minutes. She showed herself in her car basically eating French fries while she was driving. That was the live. She ate some French fries and she cut the live right off. And I'm like, what? What's going on here? So that's what she's referring to.
Jessica Meska is going to Kuwait. She's not going anywhere. She is not going anywhere. You think that guy's broke? Anyway, I don't know. I don't know his financial situation, but that's funny. But it's not a game to be in married men's DMs. But then again, maybe.
Pardon me, not you saying that when you've seen married men and you didn't care at the time.
Maybe she heard that they can have 4 wives. I don't know. They're way too invested in everything you do. They're still, go look. I bet you they're live right now talking about me.
And what do you care? You get on your live and you talk about the reactors all night long. All night long. That's your content anymore. Food and hate to the reaction channels. Food, talking about FFG, talking about Farida, talking about Skinny Queen Reacts. Anybody. Like, the reaction channels are now your content.
Milk tea, bald FFG, court cases for non-payment of rent for Rita. In love with Allah. Doo-doo, punching bag, just breathing. A+, what the heck? I'm not part of that crappy community. I am not. Allah's wife gave her blessing. That's just really sad. It couldn't be me. There's no way. And anyway, Salah would never. Which brings me to the topic. The one thing you're trying, Farida's shaming women who can't have kids, which is so disrespectful and disgusting. Yeah, it really is. Yeah, you heard her say that, or something? Like, I heard her say, Do you really think that a man is going to be with you just for you? Yeah. Stay mad. Why not? You think anyone's gonna be with you as the alternative? Like, do you honestly? Maybe that's why she's live all the time. Maybe her husband can't stand her. I know I wouldn't. Like, what? Like, what?
You know, let's put that to the test, Foodie. Let's put it to the test. So Salah loves you, right? He loves you. He's your man. You're his woman. Let's put it to the test. Lie to him. Tell him that you're not making money on YouTube anymore, or not as much. See if he still wants to be with you. Put it to the test. If he loves you, money won't be an issue, right? You won't have to pay him $1,000 a month, right? If he loves you, he's going to stick with you. Bet you won't do it. I really bet you won't.
Why? Because I'm fat? You're literally best friends with Sarah Jane, who is like 500 pounds. Okay? So I don't know where you come off fat shaming me and saying, oh, I'm fat. Let's debunk this right now. Why Salah wouldn't want me? Number one, he doesn't live in the Stone Ages, okay? Like, people love each other for more than just banging out babies like a pinball machine, honey, all right? Like, anyway, no. Number one, I'm pretty, okay? That
She got jokes today.
has a lot, and I don't mean that to be conceited. I'm being very matter of fact. Being pretty gets you a lot of privilege. I'm just saying.
You know what? Pretty how? Pretty with the filters or without the filters? Even with the filters, you're ugly inside. Full stop. You're ugly inside, Foodie. If you're so pretty, if you've got pretty privilege, why aren't men lining up to marry you and put a ring on it? Why did you have to go all the way to Kuwait to find someone who would want you? And even then, you're having to pay that person $1,000 a month. Where was the pretty privilege then, mama? Huh? Shouldn't he be taking you out to dinner, showing you off, buying you gifts, spoiling you rotten? Where was the pretty privilege with all that? You know, you're so pretty. Men should be taking care of you, not the other way around. Nobody's taking care of you. It's always been about you finding some desperate guy who needs money to take advantage of. Walking in, waving your money in their face, saying, I'm a big YouTuber. I got this big YouTube paycheck. Pay attention to me. Didn't you make the claim? All he has to do is fake love me and I will give him the world. Now, if you had pretty privilege, wouldn't you get real love from anybody? Wouldn't you have a plethora, a banquet of men to choose from, as opposed to one guy that needs money? Yeah. Where was the pretty privilege? Where's it at? You don't have a menu of men to choose from. No. There's one thing on the menu, and it's desperate. I wonder if Salah, if he had a bunch of money in his pocket right now, and he could make his own way, if he'd still be with you. I'm saying no.
I'm just saying you can get away with a lot if you're pretty. Julia Saberton, welcome to Very Important Music, Ready, Set, Peace. You can get away with things like being fat, for example. So, which is why, you know, I don't know. Viva la bise. She will throw everything away to sell Bluetooth selfie sticks for help. So, what was the other thing? Oh, yeah. I don't have a job. I don't have a job. No, you're right. But I still make thousands of dollars. So that's fine. What
Well, for right now, let's see what happens in a couple of days.
else? What else was problem? Oh, I can't have children. So you're infertility shaming me. You're infertility shaming me. Which, like, are there not any other people in your chat that can't have children? Women? Like what? We're judging women? What is this? On if they can pop out babies or not? Really? Okay, you have some that you're ignoring to hate on me, so I want to be I'm a stay-at-home wife. My vlogs are going to be called Stay-at-Home Wife when I'm in Kuwait. I'm a stay-at-home legend, yeah. Ready for the Canada chapter to end. Jessica Meska says Allah is way hotter than Salah. Yeah, okay. Whatever, troll. I should block you for that. You know that? Anyway,
I'm going to say something, and I hope everyone out there understands me, because I'm certainly not meaning it in a wrong way. I think Foodie tries to use certain things as shields. I think that Foodie, being a super morbidly obese woman, maybe one of the reasons why she's not willing to fix her problem with food or to lose weight is because she uses her excessive weight as a shield. Perhaps on YouTube, perhaps also off of YouTube. Like if anybody says anything to her, then she's going to say fat shaming or fat phobia. Likewise, perhaps part of her attraction for wearing the hijab and the abaya, which is part of the Muslim faith and the Muslim culture, which I have absolutely no problem with. There are lots of wonderful Muslim people who practice the Muslim faith. In her case, and her case alone, she's using the hijab and the abaya and the Muslim faith as a shield, that if she does anything rotten, she could then scream Islamophobia. There are wonderful Islam people. She's not a part of that. But she's using certain things as a shield to keep from getting in trouble, to shield herself from consequence. That's my opinion. She has no respect for the Muslim faith or the Muslim people. She's constantly putting on the abaya and the hijab. She curses, she swears, she's hateful, she's gossiping, she overeats, which is haram. You know, like she's putting on the attire, but she's not being respectful when she puts on the attire. She's not even respectful with her speech. So I think she uses her weight and also a culture and a faith as shields from the consequences of her bad behavior.
So which brings me to another point. So like I said, I can't even make a little video about how amazing my husband is without people going, oh, you should have seen. So then I start hearing, you should have seen the hot gamer girls chat he was in last week. Number one, I know everything Salah does. We don't have secrets between each other. What makes him exceptional to me is how well he makes me feel assured and comfortable in like our relationship. You know, like cheating for us is a huge no-no, and that includes just like, you know, number one, him going into somebody's live stream as support is not cheating. Okay, like what happened was, it was one time like 3 weeks ago, and it was somebody that was like a beezer, like this person used.
Okay, can I just say, as far as the woman that she's talking about, Mistress of Darkness, I don't know this young woman. I have no association with her, but I've just been following the trail of events. So Mistress of Darkness, as I understand it, she was a beezer. And then she disappeared for a while. And then she was in Salah's chats talking with him. He then deleted the live streams that she was a part of from his channel, from his gaming channel. And isn't it weird, isn't it suspicious that once that came out and people started talking about it, suddenly Mistress of Darkness reappears in Foodie's chat, and she's now a Beezer again. Isn't that weird? How those sequence of events are following each other.
Used to be a Beezer, but they know of me and they're like a follower of me. And she supports his gaming chat. So he has some like gamer people through his gaming channel, whatever. And it was like one time, and that's about it. So like what? And there was nothing sexual, inappropriate. It was all regarding gaming. So what's the big deal? And it was public. So obviously, if you want it to be secretive, you know. So keep reaching is all I have to say. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. I mean, if you want to, oh, well, you should see the people he's talking to, honey. Where's your man, Sarah Jane? Like, where's your man? You have no man. You have the nerve to even comment on my relationship at all, period. Like, you don't have one. So,
and that's a big thing with Foodie. She equates self-worth with having a man. You can have self-worth without having a partner. You can be perfectly happy alone. I've been single for the longest, Foodie, and it's been very healing for me. And, you know, it helps to get your head together. If you know you've got some inner work to do, or maybe even outer work, it's good to be alone and get the work done without distraction. And that's not me throwing shade on anybody who has a partner. It's just that anybody who's in a relationship, you know that relationships take work. And when you involve someone else in your life, you're not just thinking about yourself anymore. You're thinking about the other person too. So if you're looking on the inside of yourself and saying, I really need to work on me. I got a lot of work to do, and I need to do that work before I can consider just being in a relationship. That is a healthy attitude. That is very grown up. That's very mature to realize that about yourself and say, I just got some work to do, and I'm not in the place that I need to be in a relationship and be around someone, because I need to be at my best for that. It's very healthy to consider yourself before you consider being in a relationship. You know, if you're not in the right place you need to be, don't be in one.
So like, yeah, that's my flex. You know why that's my flex over these people? Because these people have a heck of a lot to say about my relationship for people who don't have any, you know? So if you're going to point out things that, you know, are...
I have a relationship, Foodie, with myself, and it's a good one. You should try it. It's healthy.
Are wrong in my relationship, make up things, because there's nothing wrong in my relationship, by the way.
There's a lot wrong if you have to go through your man's phone. There's a lot wrong if you're sitting there and you're constantly monitoring your man. Something's wrong there.
Hi, AMC. As long as ALR stays out of this, unlike what she did with Mad Turd. Yeah. She's live. Yay. Who's live, Nostoon? They need any drama to bring it on, babe. Just keep digging haters and stay mad. Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about drama. What is Chantal's channel? It is drama. It's controversy. It's shock. It's shock TV. Honestly, because there's no positive content here. None to be found. It's negative all the time. Her channel has thrived strictly off of drama and how much she can create. So she wants to talk about the reaction channels, and it's all about drama. We're reacting to you, Chantal. So if we are drama channels, where did it come from? Where does it originate? Let's go back to the source. The source is you. If we're reacting to you, it comes from you, dummy. If you did positive content, we react positively. But if it's drama, then we have to react to the drama. We got to give our commentary to the drama. So if we're drama, you even more so.
The uwu girls anyway. King Beezer isn't into the... No. I mean, like, you know, I don't know, like, it makes, oh, Nastune, hi. Ew. People who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. It's a classic, Tiffany, but it's so relevant. I have to say that, like, what? Like, for them to be like, I hate her. Well, why are you watching me? And, like,
We're watching you for karma. At this point of the game, Chantal, it's karma. We're waiting for karma. We're waiting patiently for her to show up at the party and make herself known. Because as I said earlier, there's no helping you. There's no helping you. You don't want help. You don't want to be a better person. You don't want to say bad things about you, but what else is there to say given the way you behave? We're not going to kiss your butt. We're not going to praise you for the things you do that are wrong or bad. We're going to tell it like it is. We're not going to co-sign on your bullshit. We're not going to put our names on that dotted line, ma'am. If you do nonsense, we're going to call it nonsense. If you act up, we're going to say you're acting up. That's what normal people do. So there's that.
I love that you hate me. Maybe, I don't know. I go back soon, Viva Libbies. So, that's highly disgusting. A+. Ew. I doubt salami, but whatever. Salami's ambitious. Hello, new Lambo. Oh. Muslim doll. There you go. Probably just, yeah, don't, they're trying to start drama, so he's like, bye. Okay. Hi, basic. You know that, like, some trolls are annoying. There's certain ones. I really need to get false eyelashes. Like, my eyeliner will not hold up on this. Fierce eyeliner needs good mascara or lashes. Ridiculous. Just for clout. These haters need ignore and let them cry more. Yeah, you're right, baby. They really have no effect in my life. I like to point out the hypocrisy. Like, it's not even that it bugs me what they think about me, because it's ridiculous. I'm just in vain trying to explain why it's all lies. It's all BS. All of it. I'm not, like, apparently that rumor about me giving you 9K is from Allah. But you know what? Allah talks a lot of shit, and he says a lot of lies, and he's going to pay for it. Don't worry about it. Just because we're quiet, don't worry. That never happened. Not why 9K? Why not just make it 10? What, you know what? Let's just make it 10. What, like, why 9? Why not 8? Why not 8.75? It's so stupid. Get eyelash extensions.
You know, I believe that she did give him 9K. Just because back in the day, she was paying Natter at least a couple grand a month. And that's not counting paying for the phone service, paying for the internet, paying for the groceries, pretty much paying for everything, paying for the party favors. She spent a lot of money on Natter. And she continues to spend money on Natter because he popped up with a grocery haul of groceries and had no idea what was in the bags. Like, he did not buy them. So if you're over there spending money on Natter, yeah, you spent money on Salah. Because he's not working. Where's his job? Where's his income? You're paying for everything, Chantal. And you like paying for everything. You like being the one that makes the money so you can control your men. That's what you do. You're all about controlling your men. You don't let the men have control over themselves. You don't want them to be independent. Because if they're independent, you can't control them.
Oh, did I say thanks, Sharon? Grandma Peter. So where's Melissa and Flop blocked? Oh, to Kuwait. Like, what? Come to Kuwait. Number one, that's illegal for you to be, for a married man to be asking single women to come to Kuwait. I think anyone who beats the elderly is despicable. Well, yeah. I told you all of these stupid idiots who talk about me are worse than me. You don't believe me. They need to A+, if they're really doing that. They need to seek therapy. Seriously.
And you need impatient.
They're so pathetic. He gives everyone a bad feeling, Sharon. Yeah. I have no idea. A+. I don't miss any of these freaking weird characters. I hate them all equally. No, I'm kidding.
And the feeling is mutual.
That's so cold-hearted. There's not too many people I like on this platform. I'm not gonna lie. Viva la bees. Yeah. That opens up his trench coat and tries to sell you a phone charger and a kidney. Yeah, no, in this case, I love whenever, like, Yo Mama was like, what was it? He wants to be famous and get some money so he can be able to pay $400 and $400 monthly for his car for 6 years, so he can transfer from the company to his name and be able to bring his kids to Kuwait. Oh, he can't bring his kids to Kuwait? Is that why? He's saying, come to our country. It's like Kuwait. He is citizen. He's not. Yeah, exactly. It's not your country, buddy. She's bringing your photo to her surgeon. George Costanza of Kuwait. Slay the haters. Girl, slay the haters. No, you made it. I'm like, just like trying to mind my own business.
You said what? I'm trying to mind my own business by going into other people's chats where you're not invited. How exactly does that translate to I'm just minding my own business? There's so many things you should be doing with your time. You're not. You spend all of your time either live streaming or running around YouTube being a jerk.
I'm seriously like, what am I doing? I'm gonna put the. Let me try this hijab style. It's less annoying. Wait. No, it covers me too much. I have to keep it.
And I'm going to say something else. Again, I'm not saying this to be offensive to anyone who might wear an abaya or a hijab. No disrespect to anyone who wears those things or is Muslim. My opinion, I think part of Chantal's attraction for wearing the hijab and the abaya is not because she is Muslim or a newly reverted Muslim woman. She's proved that she has absolutely no respect for the Muslim people or the Muslim faith. I think the reason why she's so into wearing the hijab and the abaya is because she is gaining more and more weight, and she thinks that by wearing both, that is disguising her weight gain. She's getting to a size where it's getting harder and harder to cover up and hide those things. Again, this is my opinion, and I'm not trying to disrespect anyone who wears an abaya or a hijab. I'm strictly speaking about Chantal and her possible reasons for wearing them.
Antonella, because he's cheating. That's why. He's cheating over a video game. Thanks, babe. I don't know how the hell people can think that you have an ugly face. I think your face is very pretty. Thank you, JB.
Take the filters off. Let's see it.
Yeah, people think that just because you're fat, you can't be sexy.
Ma'am, sexy can be in any size. I have seen bigger women slaying it. You can be sexy at any size or unsexy at any size. Size ain't got nothing to do with it. But no matter what your size, if you have a vulgar attitude, and a personality, if you're rude, if you are selfish and self-centered, narcissistic, and especially, ma'am, especially if you make a point to wear dirty clothes for days, you don't brush your teeth, you're not into taking a shower or a bath every day, that's not sexy. I don't care who you are. I don't care what size you are. If you are dirty and filthy and stinking, that's just gross. That's not sexy.
Hope when you get settled in Kuwait, we can get back to some classic content like the creepypasta and some Kuwaiti mukbangs. Yeah. I have a lot of things planned. I know people are thinking, oh, you probably won't do any of them. No, I will. Hi, Neymar. Did you get scared having the GPS say the street you were on? No.
You know, I got a prediction. If Chantal does end up in Kuwait, her content is going to be worse than it's ever been, because she's going to have the attitude of, I'm here and I'm not leaving, so I don't have to worry. I'm not going home. She's going to be more unmotivated than she's ever been, because she's like, well, I don't have to worry about going back to my place at the villa. I don't have to worry about the cats. I don't have to worry about Pete's. I can just sit on my butt and do nothing, and Salah will take care of me because he'll have no other choice.
I'm not afraid of anybody. Because if you come for me, well, it depends. I don't know. But I will defend myself or call the cops. So either way, you're screwed. Thanks, AMC. FFG could never. Yep. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, in her current live, Foodie talked about taking FFG to court. As if she's got the money to take FFG to court for something. And she's talked about representing herself. Not the best idea, Foodie. Honestly, you shouldn't be worried about things as costly as court. You can't afford it.
She can never do a lot of things. Hello, Coffee First. People are going to be here, so get a life. Oh, well, if nobody wants to chat anymore, I'll go to videos and rebuild my audience.
That face, that smug face. If nobody wants to chat anymore, I'll just go to videos. I wish she would do that, because I'm getting sick and tired of this one. She does a live and then she dirty deletes. So you want to make videos, Chantal? Please do. Then I can just relax and react to you. But I know you'll never do the videos again because you're too greedy. You do the lives on purpose to get the membership signups and the super chats and as much Google AdSense money as you can pump out. You're far too greedy to go back to doing videos.
You think that every single person is a moron like you, thinking that I'm killing my cat? No, there are people who are normal and are going to see rationally and not full of hate and rage and are not zombies and can think for themselves. So I'm not...
You know, here's the problem with that, Chantal. The internet. The internet is the World Wide Web. You know what a web is? It's something that it stretches outward and it connects to everybody. So everybody knows about your cats, and everybody knows that attempts have been made by many to get the cats in their care. Everybody knows that people have stepped forward offering money for your cats. Everybody knows there have been options on the table. And everybody knows that you're so spiteful that you would rather put down BBJ because you know how neglectful you've been. And you don't want that exposed. That is the most important thing to you, to hide your neglect and to spite the haters. It's always been a number one concern for you, spiting the haters to the point where you will unalive or harm your own pets. You even said so in a live stream once. I'm not taking my cat to the vet just because it ticks off the haters. Those were your exact words. I can't imagine being so caught up in spiting a bunch of strangers that I can't even see that I'm willing to harm or affect my own pets. But that is you. That's your way of thinking. But if you're over there thinking that whatever the outcome is tomorrow, if you think that by unnecessarily putting BBJ down that's going to be good for your channel, wait. Just wait. Just wait. Everybody on your side, everybody on this side knows that attempts were made to give her a second chance, and you're such a spiteful bitch. You're not going to let it happen. No matter what, you're not going to let it happen. Even though that would be the smartest thing for your channel, to give her the second chance. Let somebody else have her. Then you could go to Kuwait and live your fabulous life. Everybody knows what's on your mind and what you're going to do tomorrow. It's going to tank the rest of your channel. And I'm here for it. I am here for it. A lot of other people are here for it. If you think in your arrogance and your cockiness that your channel's going to survive, let's just wait. And anybody on that side supporting you, if there's any humanity in you, if you love animals, if you love pets, and you continue to support her after she does what she plans to do, I'm looking sideways at you. I am. I'm looking sideways at you. Do you support a vile, evil human being that's so evil and so twisted that despite all the options on the table of giving the cat away to somebody or selling the cat, she's not doing it? Just to be a spiteful bitch.
Not worried about your crappy $5. Shove it up your ass. Bye. Well, alaikum assalam. Hi, coffee first. I'm so tired of hearing about BBJ. Seriously, I'm so tired of it. That's why I don't care how long you've been in my chat. If you clearly, sometimes I let people stay in my chat who are clearly not supporters. So eventually I just block those people. I get tired of it. And that's what happened. You could get a video and written statement of vets saying something they still wouldn't believe you. Exactly, Mimi. And who are these people that I have to validate?
There are some sick, twisted people in Chantal's chat. Y'all look at this comment right here. Crystal says, I'm so tired of hearing about BBJ. I want her to be barbecue. What? What? Are you fucking kidding me? You actually said that out loud? It's bad enough that you thought it, but you actually said that, Crystal? What kind of people are you to say things like that? And you know what? Those of you that are VIBs, even if you are sick of hearing about BBJ, blame your toxic, addicted queen over there. She could have rehomed BBJ and Sam ages ago to good homes. There wouldn't be this discussion right now. She's making this happen. She's twisted and she's sadistic. She's dragging this out on purpose because she likes to hurt people. This whole thing with BBJ is stressing out a lot of people, and she's enjoying it. She is.
Date myself or anything to them. I don't. I really don't. Kifek. Oh, Kifek. Tamam. Okay. Alhamdulillah, tamam coffee shukran. Your cut here and your. Where would he have time to meet people on games? Where did Murad say that? You're such a liar. Give me a break. I know it makes people so mad for some reason that someone is with me out of love and attraction.
You know, I feel sorry for poor Salah because I can already see his life with Chantal. They're going to be in that little tiny box apartment. He's going to be sitting on the couch next to her. She's going to be going through his phone, and she won't even let him go game without being in the chat or watching over his shoulder. He's going to get no peace.
Get it through your head and stay mad. Like, literally, people don't realize the quality of life is a thing. And I'm sorry, they don't realize how hard it is on you to be in this position. Yeah, Pinkfish. Because they're dumb. They don't have any brain. So I'm not going to waste my time. Yeah, ANC. Drama makers, yeah.
You know, I can easily see Chantal being one of those women having a husband, boyfriend, boy toy gamer that if he wants to go play a game, she's going to make sure that he can't talk to women while he's gaming. Oh, you want to play this game? Are you going to be able to talk to people? Well, then you can't play it. I can easily see her being one of those.
Salah ain't meeting women on Pokemon Go. Where would he have time? We're literally like every waking moment together. Like, there's no way.
You got to sleep sometimes, Chantal. You got to sleep sometime. You can't be up all hours. You won't have the Coco over there in Kuwait. How are you going to stay up 24/7? He'll find a way and he'll find a time, Mama. Believe that.
Okay, unless he's not sleeping at all. Because when we talk till we're passed out. So there's no way. Yeah, we love King and Queen Beezer. BBJ. Sweetie. Apologize for the edits you make. Exactly. I'm not apologizing at all. And their influence or what their opinion is not going to have an influence on my decisions in my life. Period. Even with Nad Turd, people were, oh, you need to do this, you need to do this. Well, I needed to live through that experience myself. So that's the thing with life, you know? Oh, that time for the CPAP, yeah. But no, around when I first met him, he would ghost me a lot. You know? But yeah, like, I don't know. It's just stupid. He like went in her chat like once, never again. So why? Like, it's so stupid. Like, who cares? Do you want to adopt BBJ? Who does?
You know, I know that there are good people that want to adopt BBJ, and maybe you have good intentions. There's a lot of people that would take the cat with good intention. Here's the problem. If you're someone, and even if you're a VI Beezer in her chat, and you want to adopt BBJ, it's not going to happen. Let me tell you why. Because if you're a VI Beezer or a reactor or a viewer, you're on YouTube, which means you have the potential to make a YouTube channel, which also means that if there's anything wrong with BBJ, and if you're feeling in the mood, you could take her to the vet, see what's wrong with her, and then turn around and make a channel or make a video talking about it and expose Chantal. So if you're someone and you are any way connected to YouTube, automatically that's going to be a no from her. She's that desperate to hide her neglect.
I'm not just going to give my cat to anybody. They're just obsessed with Chantal the Queen. The CPAP live was your peak. I don't think so. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of BBJs in shelters across America that need help. .com, the one. Hello. Jessica just accidentally doxed Ella's number. Really? So much less drama with King Beezer.
And you know what, Coffee First? You're not wrong. There are hundreds of thousands of strays in shelters at the pound that need homes. You're right. Some of us have already done our part, though, with taking in pets. My pet Booger, she was a stray. She was found as a kitten on the street. My neighbors that lived downstairs from me, they found her, they brought her home, cleaned her up, fed her, but then they had to move and they were already at their pet limit for where they were going. So they brought her to my door and said, would you like a kitten? And that's how I came to have Booger. And she's my girl. So some of us We've already rescued strays and rescues, and I can't take in another one, but I would find room for BBJ just because I know she needs it.
Yes. Yeah. I like every other live stream or every other day I was crying when I was, you can't donate your cat to a Korean restaurant.
Rude, Crystal.
Ew. No, don't eat cats. I don't think Muslims believe in the evil eye, right? It's like you're haram to use it.
You know what, Crystal? Not only is that rude, but that's also racist, what you just said. She says, donate your cat to a Korean restaurant. That's racist. Saying that Korean people eat cats. That's racist. How dare you? How dare you? Rude and wrong.
There's less drama now, so people you have to try and create it to stay relevant. Say that again for the ones in the back. And the middle and the front. Seriously, that's what they do. They create drama. Create it. Just like with Salah. Oh, he's cheating on her, blah, 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 blah. Give me a break. My in-love face. Must go to bed, but wanted to stop in and send love and positivity. Thank you, Michelle. Bento ready, set bees. You're my close personal friend, Crystal. CPAP rescue was iconic. My CPAP is still damaged. CPAP was likely baby Jessica falling into that well. Cutie. Thank you, sweetie. You are too. You're quite handsome. I get that, but it doesn't justify. I can't wait, baby. I hope every year we can just honestly, mashallah,
Okay, so Coffee First says at Phil Mitchell, I get that, but it doesn't justify the way they are going on about it. There is just so much animosity, and they're making Chantal out to be evil, which she isn't. You know what, Coffee First? If we were making Chantal out to be evil, and she wasn't evil, then all of you over there would see that. But if 1,200 people have unsubscribed from Chantal, and they did it under their own free will, then obviously they agree. Maybe they've seen enough of Chantal, heard enough from Chantal that they're like, I'm not going to support someone this evil. I'm sorry. You argue with me all day long. I'll die on the hill with this. Anybody who has a pet they've had for 16, 20 years, and they don't want the pet anymore, and there are plenty of people saying, I'll take the pet. You can sell the pet to me, and they're not doing it out of spite, that's evil. Period. It's evil. It's evil and it's spiteful. There's no other way to say it. It's unnecessary. Even if you give or sell the pet to somebody and they do the best they can and the pet passes away anyway, well, at least they had a chance. She's not even willing to give the pet a chance. That's evil. Denying your pets medical care out of spite is evil. Denying them a second chance of another life is evil. What other way can you say it? She's evil.
Have so much I don't know. Okay, so people expect us to just be like, oh, watch when she. Oh, by the way, that Farida Biaj threatened me on her live stream. I cannot wait. I have it recorded. I can't just wait for her to get to Kuwait. That's all I'm gonna say. You sound like the most bitterest freaking loser ever. What are you gonna do? What's gonna happen to me? Really? Are you gonna come get me? Give me a break. Oh, what? You're gonna send Allah after me? What? If anyone's broken the law, it's him. Trust me. Trust me. Give me a break. Do your worst. Not afraid of you, Ozzy Osbourne wannabe. I know, Coffee First.
I don't know if you know this, Chantal, but saying she's Ozzy Osbourne is not an insult. Ozzy is awesome. What are you talking about? He's an entertainer. He's talented. How is that an insult?
So stupid. Nice Christian you are. Fertility shaming and
Nice Muslim revert you are. No shade on anyone who's Muslim. I think it's disgusting that she's supposed to be a newly reverted Muslim woman, and the way she's behaving, the way she's talking, she is not being respectful of the people or the faith. I have respect for those who are Muslim and their faith. I don't have respect for her and the way she's disrespecting both.
another woman, as if that makes it like, oh no. So doesn't that say something? If Salah loves me despite all those things, doesn't it? You know what you sound like? Like somebody who's like, but she can't have kids. But she's fat. Like, okay, still better than you. Guarantee. Fertility shaming is a sin. Exactly.
You know, I'm just gonna wait. I'm just waiting. If something happens to BBJ and she loses more people from her channel and her income does drop, because with that many people unsubscribed, it will drop. How long Salah's going to stick around then? And she's talked about traveling with Salah. Well, how are you going to do that if you are lacking in money? If you're lacking in money, that means all that you and Salah can do is just find somewhere and shack up and spend all of your time in a little box because you can't go anywhere. How much happiness are either one of you going to have that way? You know, he's a younger man. He wants to go out and do things. And if you can't or won't, you're not going to be able to hold on to him for very long. But you'll find that out eventually.
Are guns legal in Kuwait? I don't think so. People have had nothing but BS lies and grief to say about our relationship. Oh my God, it's a scam, it's a scam, it's a scam. I've had people message my family, harassing them, claiming Salah's a scammer with zero any proof. Actually, all the evidence has proven otherwise. And don't even say, oh, his company website, because guess what? That bubble tea video was BS too.
No, it wasn't. And here's something else for you, Foodie. Not that you deserve to know, but did you know that if Salah gets, I believe it's 10K or 20K in his bank account, he can sponsor himself and he can go travel. So maybe, and this is just a possibility, no receipts here, maybe he's wanting you to let go of everything and move over there and support him and give him money until he gets that amount in his bank account, and then he's going to bounce. And if that happens, I totally support that.
All wrong. That's not even, like, he doesn't even ship it outside of Kuwait at all. He wasn't until now, until the end. Will always be the queen. Just ignore these people who don't have a life. Thank you, baby. Yeah, good advice. Let's go back to ignoring them. I need to go to bed. I'm so tired. I love, baby, I love you, but in your private moments, too. None, AMC. Zilch. None. And I hate when people say, oh, Yo Mama just kisses her butt. No, Yo Mama's the only one with a brain. I don't agree with everything he says, but when it comes to, like, the girl world and haters, he's freaking right. I'm sorry.
No, he's not.
But fertility shaming hurts just as much for men. I am infertile and can't give my wife my seed, and I get a lot of sinful judgment about it. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. But it's true, like, it goes both ways, you know? It doesn't make me feel like less of a person anymore. Like, I think at one point I was like, I feel like less of a woman, but I don't. I don't. And actually, Salah makes me feel that way. So, going, babe. Thank you, Cece. Is that a nice one or no? No, I'm kidding. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the kind message. Okay, sweetie, you're not getting more treats right now.
So I got an honest question for you, Chantal. You're in Canada right now, and you've been taking advantage of the healthcare in Canada. And if your intention is to move to Kuwait, no free healthcare in Kuwait, and you've been pushing your body to the limit with the overeating, what if you have a medical emergency? You're going to have the money to take care of that? Just a question. Just something to think about.
No. So I think I'm gonna go soon because I'm just really wow. No, I'm getting all my bitching out now. Thank you. Feel my wrath. All right. I don't like her. You don't like me for sticking up for myself, really? Ramadan is coming up quickly, I know.
Yeah, and I can see how you're really preparing for it. Sitting there eating and eating and eating. You ate today. You were doing the 5-minute live and stuffing your face full of French fries. Is that preparation for Ramadan?
Don't even show your test results. People will take it and run. What do you call his parents? What do you mean? Hi, babe. Okay, I'm gonna get off and call you now. Let's order delicious macdo. Okay, 10 more minutes. What is medical care like in Kuwait? You are cute, babe. Thank you. Shukran one. I think it's pretty good, Crystal, actually. Adulting is hard, Chantal, but we have to do it. BBJ is snorting up water. She always makes herself sneeze when she drinks water. BB is saying, "How's Howie? Oh, Howie." To jail. Anyways, so it doesn't matter. Come to Kuwait, I'm in jail. Goodbye. I love fries and burgers too. Let's order McDo. Let's DMs. Like she did with Natur. Like, that guy's a woman abuser. Let me go slide in his DMs and get a sweater from him. It's like the more dysfunctional the shit is on YouTube, she wants to go get the t-shirt for it. And I'm not about that. I don't like those. I don't mess with people like that in my life at all. People like that, no thanks. Cats love boxes. Yeah, so she'll be happy then. What was your name? Zeta? Yeah, cats love boxes. Exactly, Mimi. I wish I had your brain sometimes. Around here, they euthanize full litters of kittens because there's no room in shelters. Wow, that's bad. Not the knockoff Michael Kors sweater, I know. Thinking anyone would be jealous. Allah wants to be the popular kid at the table. He wants, like, clout and he wants a following. And he did it the most dirty way. So guess what? When you start dirty, you play dirty, win dirty prizes. They aren't even trolls. They are bullying and harassing you. What? But Angela, I appreciate your concern. Don't worry. He doesn't know where, like, we're not, he can't do anything. Have no fear. Salah is near when I'm in Kuwait. Okay. Harry could take on. Watch BBJ reach 30. I swear she's living just to spite Pete's. I'm not even kidding. B.
Oh. Okay, so one of her beezers, Gemini Gem, says they have people who foster elderly cats and so they could find their forever home. Call shelters until they get you in contact with those people. That's a good suggestion, but she's already made up her mind she doesn't care.
Hi, B.
And I'm going to share a thought. It may be a bit morbid. And I'm not saying this to upset anybody, but it's the only thing that's giving me comfort right now. That whether BBJ gets adopted by somebody or whether Chantal takes her to a vet and we know what's going to happen, the only thing that's giving me comfort is knowing that whether she gets adopted into a home or she can find peace, or if she gets euthanized, she can finally cross the rainbow bridge and she's going to be at peace then. Like, I hope that either way she finds peace, because she really does deserve it. She's not going to be in pain anymore. But I'm really hoping that she does get adopted by somebody. You know, like, I hope that's the outcome. But if it's the other, I hope that she does cross the rainbow bridge and she's at peace and she's not in pain and she's not suffering any longer, because she suffered enough.
What's up, homies? Hey, crispy buns. In the dictionary, see cloud chaser, and Al's picture is there. Yeah, with his prayer beads, like, come to Kuwait. Habibi, come to Kuwait. Ew, I don't know. Anyways, I could just, it grosses me out to the highest degree. A 2-hour bees? No.
You know what, guys? I've got a massive headache right now. And we're almost at 2 hours. So I'm just going to cut it off here. I know there's like half an hour left, but I think we've seen enough. She was smug this night. She was just being a jerk. What more do we need to see? We'll see what happens tomorrow. Because that's when she's supposed to take BBJ to the vet. So I'm keeping BBJ in my prayers. And I'm hoping for the best. So with that said, I'm going to end the react here and post it to my channel. Hope you guys have enjoyed this react. Please take care and have a great night. Bye-bye.